Welcome to the 27th of March 2024. My name is Jimmy Bradbury. I help entrepreneurially minded people who feel stuck in a 9-to-5 job, or maybe it's a business that they own and it still feels like a job. I help those people who are ready to be able to take back freedom in their life and be able to share their knowledge and experience and build that freedom that they really desire by having an online business. And today, one of the great things I feel about having an online business is I get time and financial freedom, but more for me, the time freedom to do the things I love to do. So as you know, you follow me, I love swimming, I love kite surfing, but at the moment I'm loving writing my very first book. And I was writing a chunk of the chapter today that is, I think, really key to my book, which is about this MTT philosophy that I've got. And I want to share that with you today because I think it's absolutely central if you want to have a successful online business. So many people make this online world more complicated than it is. So I want to share with you the MTT philosophy that I've got. So M is for messaging. So important that we've got a story, we've got a message, we've got the ability to be able to share what we know, whether it is in a course or a program, a coaching program, a consulting program, an online course, or maybe it's an e-commerce product that you've got. Whatever it is we've got to be able to tell people about it. We've got to tell people about our stuff. It's so important, and that's why it's key to be able to getting your messaging right. Now, for me, a lot of my messaging is a big part of what I've had to learn. I didn't learn this in the corporate world. I didn't learn this in a 9-to-5 job. The whole emphasis around messaging. And for me now, I just really enjoy it because I've managed to get my messaging around storytelling. As a kid growing up, maybe you're watching this video and you were the same as me. I loved cartoons. I loved comic books. And the great thing about cartoons and comic books is they had this wonderful ability to tell stories. And as I said, I've had to work on this really, really hard and get a lot of help on it. But now, every single day, one of the things I actually really enjoy doing is writing. I spend an hour either writing a chapter of my book, either writing content for my social media or writing content for my emails. Like, I know a lot of people, the thought of writing emails is just another horrendous task. And it is if your passion and your joy and your art is not in it. And it's because you're not storytelling it in it. You know, if you ever you've been in any of my email sequences because you've opted in, I've always got this arc that goes out for days. That's storytelling. I'm telling a story about me and telling a story about what you should be doing in terms of, the online space. If you've come into one of my programs that is telling you about the online space, I'm giving you an arc of a story. And I feel like, seriously, a Pixar character or a Pixar employee who's just writing a story and popping in these Pixar characters. Maybe you don't remember this because I'm showing my age. Going back to 1995, one of the great Pixar movies was Toy Story. The idea of what Woody and Buzz were talking about, it was just mind-blowing. And the Pixar employee that was able to craft that story, it's just magic. It's just magic. And that's so important to put that into your messaging when you are putting together your message. You'll enjoy it a lot more. So messaging, number one. Number two, the T part, teaching. Teaching is about adding value. People want to be educated. They want to understand a problem that they've got and a solution. Yeah, you can entertain them, but we're not entertainers in this field. We're educators primarily. And that's what we should be doing. We should be educating. So we do that through our teaching. So, every single day, like today, I teach 3 things. That's what we should be doing. We should be adding value by teaching. And then number 3, the other T, so M, messaging, T, teaching, and then the other T is transformation. If you're in coaching, if you're in consulting, whatever it is in your online, you have to get transformation for your clients, your students, your customers. You have to do it. That's why they've come to you. They've come to you because they want to get to the next level of either their health, wealth, or relationships. They can't do it on their own. That's why they've come to you. You have to be able to deliver on transformation. I was on a call today with one of my clients that I've now been working with for the last 4 weeks. And for the first time, I saw this aha. Her eyes just widened. I get this. I get this online space. It is not as difficult as I thought it was. That's transformation. When you see that with your customers and your students and your clients, that's the magic. You've got transformation. That's what it's all about. So when you are building an online business, try and get these 3 things into it. Messaging, how you tell stories and how you communicate with people. Remember when you were a kid, you loved somebody telling you a story. We still do. We still go to the movies to watch stories. So important. Number 1 is messaging. Number 2 is teaching. Educate people. Don't just spend your time entertaining people. Yes, you need to entertain people, but you also need to educate them and inspire them. Really important. And then the third part is to make sure that you get transformation. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You have to get results for people. You have to transform their lives. And that's why they're coming to you. So hopefully that's been helpful for you today. So go ahead, implement it now. MTT, messaging, teaching, transformation. Hopefully that's been helpful for you today. Now, I know a lot of people have been subscribing to the 14-day free challenge by the platform that I use called Kajabi. I've been using it since the very beginning of my online world in 2018. They're running a free trial at the moment, 14 days. You don't have to spend anything. If you don't like it after 14 days, you get your money back. I've decided, if you use the link below here, that I'm going to give you 1 hour of my time. My calendar, all of next week, is pretty much now booked out. And it's all about helping people with this platform. As I say, it's a 14-day trial. You don't have to take up the trial, or you don't have to take up joining the program. I think it just gives you education. We're back to education again, of how platforms like this work. If you're looking for this all-in-one platform to build your online business, so it'll do all your email marketing, it'll do all your CRM, it'll build out your funnels, it'll build out your website, all of that. If you want one platform to do it, Kajabi's the deal. And as I say, I'll put a link below to the 14-day free trial. Hopefully that's been helpful for you today, and I look forward to talking to you again